Hey, what is up guys, it's me Bikash and welcome to my channel. So in this video we're going to learn about Virtualenv. So what is Virtualenv? Virtualenv is a tool that lets you create isolated Python environment. So what does that actually mean? So what it means is that, let's say for example you have two applications that require the same library but of a different version. So your application 1 might require the version 1.0 of that library, and your different application might require the version 2 of that same library. So there you have a conflict. So you can either have your first program run, or you can upgrade the library and let the second program run. So Virtualenv solves that problem. So with the same scenario, what you can do with Virtualenv is you can create an isolated Python environment for application 1 and do the same thing for the application 2. And in your application 1 you can install the library. You can install uh, the library that you required 1.0, any library 1.0 for example, and it will work fine. And if you move to the second application, you can install the whatever the version that is required, let's say version 2.0. You can install version 2.0 and it will work fine. So both application 1 and application 2 are completely isolated, and it will not affect each other. So that is the basic idea of Virtualenv, and if you want to learn more you can just go to this website. But in this video I'll show you how to install Virtualenv, how to create one, how to activate, deactivate, and all that good stuff. So let's get started. I want you to go to this website first, because if you're using Mac OS, there might be a different way of installing and activating this than Windows. So simply go to this link and go to installation. And to install Virtualenv, it's very simple. You can do pip install Virtualenv. For Windows it should work, but mine does not for this, because I'm using a VMware virtual desktop. So for Mac OS this should work, so just type this and hit enter, it will work. But if it does not work, then you can try this, copy and paste. And if this does not work, there are several ways you can download it, but I'm pretty sure this this should work. So try that, and to check if you have Virtualenv installed, you can type pip and list. So as you can see, I have Virtualenv, and this is the version number of Virtualenv. Now to create Virtualenv project, all you have to do is py-m venv and your project name. I'm going to name it app1, and it will create a project for me here. So for Windows you do that. For Mac, you have to do virtualenv and your project name. So that's how you do. That's what you write to create a project for Mac. So let's create a project for Windows. M venv and app1. Actually I'm going to move to desktop so you can see. Let's create that again in this directory, venv app1. So as you can see, it has created a folder called app1. So right now the Virtualenv has been successfully installed. Now how do we activate this? So to activate this, all you have to do is you have to go into the folder, then you have to type scripts and activate. so it will activate this Python environment. You do that, and if you see this, if you see your project name inside a bracket, then this environment has been activated. Now to deactivate, you just type deactivate. Yeah, and for Mac users, to activate, you have to do source, and you have to go to your folder, and then bin, then activate. And to deactivate, you just type deactivate. So let's see this in an example. Let's create another virtual env, py-m venv app2. So now that we have two different virtual environment, let's try to install numpy on app1, and let's install something else in app2, and you'll see that it is completely isolated from each other, and it will not affect anything other than the uh, the, the virtual environment. So as you can see, first to activate, as I've shown you, you just have to go to that folder, app1, then scripts, then activate. So we have activated app1. Now whatever we installed will only affect this environment. So let's do pip install numpy. So now it has done installing numpy, and let's install some other pip install py-auto-gui. Since I have installed py-auto-gui, I can use py-auto-gui on this virtual environment. Let's see that. So let's import py-auto-gui as auto, and let's do auto.display mouse position. So as you can see, py-auto-gui works fine for this app1. And now let's close this. Okay, so now let's exit this, and to see all the things that you have installed, all the packages that you have installed, to see that, all you have to do is pip list, and it will show you all the things that you have installed in this environment. Now if we deactivate this, so we have deactivated app1. Now if we do pip list, as you can see, it's completely different from before. Now whatever we do in this main environment, it will not take effect for in this app1. Now if we do py import py-auto-gui, see, it will not recognize it because we have only installed it on this one. Now let's move on to app2 activate. Now if we do pip list, you'll see that it only has pip and setup tools packages. It has none of the packages from app1, so it is completely independent from app1 and the main environment. So that is the main feature that of Virtualenv, and I hope this video helped you. So If I wasn't good at explaining it, then please comment below, and I'll try to better myself. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want me to make more videos about certain topics, please leave that down below in the comment. And thank you again. See you next time.